Hello, Namaskar, good evening. This is Simran Singh. Welcome to NCERT's live interaction. It's about 5 p.m. on your watch, and you are watching our SAHYOG session where we try to enhance mental well-being and provide psychosocial support to all our students, viewers, and anyone who is watching our session. You are watching this particular session of SAHYOG on PM eVidya channel number 6 to 12. You might also connect with us through our YouTube channel. You all are well aware of. It is NCERT official. In case if you have any of the doubts throughout our session, so viewers, kindly note our contact number flashing on your screens. It is 8800440559. Besides, if any of your queries remain unanswered, so here is our mail ID. You may write to us at sahyog.ncert@ciet.nic.in. So in today's Sahyog session, we are going to discuss a very important topic. It is about adolescent mental health and parenting. And we have two experts joined with us in this session. Let me introduce them to you. Our first expert for the session is Dr. Bridjanti Devi. Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaskar.
Welcome to the session. Ma'am is a faculty at NCERT Shillong NERIE. Ma'am, welcome. We also have with us our practicing counselor, Miss Mishtu Dev. Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Welcome to the session as well. Very quickly, I'll begin this session on adolescent mental health and parenting. And ma'am, we have the first question from you, Dr. Devi. We would like to know from you, what is mental health and why adolescent mental health is an important aspect?
Actually, but the word mental health is very common in the observing, but the terminology people may not understand. The mental health is a state of well-being in which the individual realizes his or her own ability, can cope with the normal stretches of life, and can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make contribution to his or her community. This is the simple meaning of mental health. When person is having these feelings and this capacity, then it is we can say the person is in mental health condition. Then when it is developed from these capabilities from this situation, then we generally say that it is mental health disorder. So this is mental health includes subjective well-being and perceived self-sufficiency, because people should think that I am sufficient and I am sufficient. Autonomy should be there, and the competence should be there, and the intergenerational dependence and the self-actualization of one's intellectual and emotional potential among others. So these feelings should have in a person that I am able to do, I am like other people, and that I can do some productive work, and these things with these mental status is known as the mental well-being and the mental health. Then why we are here to discuss about that adolescent mental health, because we all have been experiencing, we all see it in many different platforms. We see that right from the small child till the old people, they are having some stress, some sort of anxiety, some sort of depression, and maybe there are many reasons, many factors for that, but we see these things. There's adolescent is not an exception here. So reason may be different things, but for the adolescent, in some report is to tell that from the reports it is little that out of 1% of one children of 10 to 19 years of age is having problem, because they are having either some or other problem. Globally, this and the depression, anxiety, and the behavioral disorders are among the leading causes of mental disorder and the disability among adolescents. And in many, I think, in the newspaper, in the TV news, in the many media, we heard that about the suicide of the teenagers, suicide of the adolescents. So suicide is the fourth cause. It is the fourth cause to the death among the adolescents, and the adolescents' mental disorder, if not checked in time, and it may extend up to the adulthood, and the impairing that time physical and the mental conditions of the adult, and later we will go to the as a parent. So if we do not check on time, it will become a limited opportunities for the people, for the adults to live a good life, and when they become parents, also they will be in the position to save with the child. That's why the properly and the in time checking of the adolescents' mental health disorders is very important. So this is the important aspect.
Ma'am, thank you so much for explaining it so easily for our viewers. Well, when we are discussing about mental health and specifically with regard to adolescence, it is very important to know about the common mental disorders or illnesses during adolescence. So, Mishtu ma'am, would you like to take that question?
Yes, ma'am, sure. When we talk about the mental health, where it comes from the health is wealth. We always hear that from our childhood. हम बचपन से सुनते आ रहे हैं health is wealth. But what health is related? Is it mental health or physical health? Which health we are talking about? As we always think about the physical health, is our body is fine, health is fine or not. But do we really care about our mental health? It is as important as physical health. It is very important. So if we talk about the mental illnesses, there are many things like neurosis. If we differentiate in two words, it will be a neurosis and psychosis. As we know that psychosis or psychoneurosis are minor mental illness like phobias, obsessive compulsive disorder, which we call as OCD, and then anxiety disorders among them. And if we talk about the psychosis, then psychosis is a major mental illness, and in which the mental state impairs thoughts, perception, and judgmental. And sometimes we see the delusions and hallucinations are marked the symptoms. This may require the use of proper treatment, counseling, and therapy. It's very much important for the adolescents or for any child if they are going through this kind of mental illnesses. These are the illnesses like stress, anxiety, and obsessive compulsive disorder, etc., etc.
Thank you so much for that vivid description of the mental disorders that one might come across during their adolescent years. Now, the need is to know that how we could fight against this. Dr. Devi, I would like to ask you, how can adolescents be supported to overcome the disorders or illness that they face during their adolescent years?
So now from this discussion, the earlier discussion, it is known that different people may have experienced different mental health disorders, because it is not necessary for everyone will experience the same mental health disorder. So first of all, to give the support and to overcome the adolescence from the disorder, we have to check out, we have to look out for the positive signs of mental health disorder. And some positive signs are withdrawing from the friends, family, and the colleagues, and avoiding activities that they would normally enjoy. And sleeping too much or too less sleep, and eating too much or eating too little, feeling hopeless, having consistently low energy, using of mood altering substances, displaying negative emotions, being confused, being unable to complete daily tasks like easy works, and having persistent thoughts or memories that reappear again and again, and thinking of causing physical harm to themselves or others, and sometimes they just now Ms. Stu also said hallucination like hearing voices, experiencing delusions. These are some of the symptoms. So first, giving support, we have to be able to make out these symptoms, and after observing, after making out, after noticing the symptoms, we should try to see what are the causes. Okay, after knowing the causes, and we can go for the support and the treatment also. But generally, we have a few general remedial things for the supporting the. So first one is the psychotherapy or talking therapy. It is not. In psychotherapy, this partly doctors work. Then also some normal people, general people also can go for this talking therapy, because here we have to help in understanding the root of their mental disorder or mental illness. And then after that we have to start to work on more helpful thought. thought patterns that support everyday living and reduce the risk of isolation and self-harm. Because here there are so many, when it becomes serious, they harm people, they harm themselves. So, through psychotherapy, we can find out the root cause and we can help the root cause by supporting them from isolation. We can protect them from self-harm also. And medication is a part of the doctors. Then also medication treatment when we give antidepressants and psychotics medicines. Then it improves the symptoms and it helps in social interaction through which when they have social interactions, they can be brought back to the normal routine life. When we work with them, and when they work themselves, so we should support them. And the second one is the second self-help. So the persons coping with this mental disorder, they need all the time the help. They should be supported by someone else. So we can provide the help in changing their lifestyle, because changing lifestyle is very important thing for making the disorder in the normal. So when the person is trying themselves to change the lifestyle, we can support them by reducing support. It depends again on the cause. If it is the substance use, then we can reduce the alcohol intake. And if this is they are sleeping less or more, then we can regulate the sleeping time and the balanced diet, nutrition like this. We can help them this way also. And one more thing is that if the disorder is, the cause for the disorder is anxiety or depressive disorder, then we can help them by relaxing by using relaxing techniques, which include deep breathing and meditation and mindfulness. So in these things we can help them, we can support them. And the happiness support network like strong family bonding and self-help group or close friends like this. So we can make these arrangements so that the person can come out of this mental disorder easily. And one thing is that we should try to suicide to prevent suicide, because suicidal at times is very common in the serious case of mental health disorder. So if someone is at risk, and it is immediate risk of self-harm, then we can talk to the person and without any judgment we can listen to the person so that we can make him distract from that intention of suicide. And not only this one, some of the common things are that encourage them to share their feelings and take time to support them by giving them appropriate time and space to be on their own and listen to their views. And on top of this, there is WHO's module on silent adolescence. This module can be studied by the stakeholders like teachers, friends, parents, like this. So this way, we can help the adolescents in overcoming the disorders. These are the few suggestions and few measures. These are.
Ma'am, thank you so much for sharing these strategies with our viewers, and I'm sure that they will turn out quite helpful and productive for all our viewers watching this session. Whenever we talk about mental health disorders or any illness regarding mental health, especially in terms of kids, I'm saying this, maybe children, maybe adolescents. So parents, teachers, they are an important stakeholder. Basically, they could be categorized as an important stakeholder in addressing such concerns. So how could they be of help? Mishtu ma'am, how parenting plays a very important role in addressing mental health issues of adolescents?
Yes ma'am, parents plays very important role in any of the child's life. As nowadays we can see parents are most of the time are busy with their busy schedule, like both the parents are working. And they are not able to spend their time with the child. And for that, I would like to request all the parents, please find out some time to spend with your child. It is very important to become healthy for mental health. It is very important. If the child is not getting the parents properly, means most of the time in their life, for sharing also some of the thoughts for school, some matters which have been happening in school, some happiest moments, some sad stories. if they are not able to explain those things with their parents, it's very difficult for them to take those things inside. And most of the time we can see this kind of heartful thoughts make them very sad for the rest of their life. So it is very important to parents' role in our child's life. And for that, if a parent wants to help their child to come out from that mental illness, it is very important for them to understand what kind of symptoms and signs they are showing. By seeing that, we can understand, the parents can understand that their child is going through this kind of mental illness, like getting irritated most of the time, feeling dull, feeling sad or worried, not interested to talk with anyone, not with the parents, not with the friends and family members, wanting to hurt own or others, feeling like crying without any proper reason. These are some signs we can see in our child, and we can understand that our child is going through some kind of mental illness. Then only the parent can take the responsibility to help them to overcome this situation. And parents' involvement in their studies, in sports, or in other things also, here comes the main part. Like if the parents is busy, not a big deal, but in once in a week, if they are asking their child that what has gone through in the during the whole week in the school, क्या कैसे बिताया, कुछ हुआ है कि नहीं, what are the happiest moments, what are the sad moments which the child has gone through, तो child को भी मौका मिलता है अपनी बात समझाने का, अपने मम्मी पापा के साथ शेयर करने का. It is very important for the child to get someone in front of them, with whom he or she can share their feelings, or they can write it down, or they can draw, they can sing. I mean, these are very important. And as a parent, me also, I have to, in future, I have to help my child in such cases that that you should describe, you should explain your sorrow, your sadness and happiness with all. And if you like, you can sing, you can draw. I should encourage my child, my students, or whoever the child is, the adolescent is. I have to encourage the child to do such good things. I have to motivate the child to explain his hardness, his sorrow with all. Then only he can overcome from that situation. Parents plays very important role in that, and they can make a routine, daily routine, where they can include some meditation, some yoga, some exercises, warm-up exercises, or they can ask the child to draw something which they like, to dance, to play music, instrument, whatever the child likes. Through this, the child will get the reason to explain his sadness. No, he can do whatever he likes. Through his liking areas, he can throw out his feelings and explain his feelings. Maybe he is not able to tell all the things to the parents because the parents have no time nowadays. Maybe they are working and all. So the child will get the chance to explain his thoughts through his activities. So here comes the role of the parents is very important. The parents should understand that explaining his thoughts can remove his pain from his life. No?
Yeah, ma'am.
It's very important. The parents' role is very important.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much for that detailed analysis. In this session, we are left by the last 1 minute. So I would like to have the concluding remark from Dr. Devi with regard to COVID-19, as COVID has taken, this pandemic has actually taken a toll on the mental health of all the people around, but especially children.
So here actually on last 2 years, 2020 onwards, we have been suffering, people are suffering from this COVID-19, and in different ways people are having stress. So as in the parenting, so I will connect the parenting here, so yes, these two, they have the role. See, I mean parents right from the toddlers, right from the babies, toddlers, and the middle age, and the teenager, and if we are parents, because children spend some part of their time time with the parents. That's why now we are confining the last 2 years with the parents. So in the many children are having stress, many children are having depression because of they could not attend the school, and moreover they could not meet the friends, and not only that, now we all of a sudden we are opening for the offline classes, and they could not achieve like normal classes. So they are having now they are having exam, they are having tests because they are thinking how can we how much well we can do in the exam. So this time parents has to say that okay, you have gone through this period, and now you can do your best, because don't forget about the past things, forget about the whatever you cannot do, but whatever you can do, you do nicely, you do your best, so that in future you can improve like that. Otherwise many people, students are withdrawing from appearing exam. So like this, parents can take a part, can play as a facilitator, as an advisor, and as a caregiver to the children, so that they will cope with they will not feel fear about their failure, and that they should not stop trying at this stage also. So this in opening school time is mainly for the encouraging to the child, so that they should not think about their the weaknesses. They should be supported with their strong points, and that they should be encouraged for going to school and do work hard again, so that they can do well.
Thank you so much for those beautiful words. Thank you to all the viewers who have connected with NCERT. In this particular session of SAHYOG, I would like to take a moment to thank both the panelists who has joined with us in this session. Dr. Brajanti Devi, thank you so much. Ms. Mishtu Dev, thank you so much for being with us and highlighting these important areas regarding adolescent mental health and parenting. Viewers, a big thanks to you for being a part of this session. Stay connected to NCERT. It's time to wrap up this particular session. Namaskar.